Hey guys, it's Kugli again with another ROM review, and this time I've got the Nitrogen Oreo ROM for the OnePlus 3, so stay tuned for that. So guys, the Nitrogen Oreo ROM, it's been around for quite some time, but to be honest, Nitrogen is probably, I thought Nitrogen ROM was exclusive to OnePlus 3 devices because, well, hydrogen, oxygen and all that. But no, it's been around for quite some time on the Nexus space, and well, we also have a taste of that right now. What this is right now it's a Oreo based ROM which is hyper feature rich and also very stable for the most part, so that is amazing and I really like that. Let's go to the about phone page. In the about phone page you can see in the about phone page NitrogenOS N2, so that is Nitrogen and you get that. Changelog is available where you can customize that. Now I'm running the 2611 version. I just flashed it yesterday night and I've been trying to make out the differences in the version I was using previously. The 2411 version I tested extensively, and that is actually the only version which is available for public from the forum, but from the same link you can get 2611. In the about phone page you can see Android 8.0, that is there. November security patches, kernel is 3.1883. The 2411 version is also the same kernel, so that is the latest batch of kernels for our devices. Build number is this one, you can see it is 26 November. The main difference which I could see from the 2611 version from the 2411 version is the inclusion of DUI. That is, DUI, if you don't know, is Dirty Unicorn's UI. That will open up a whole new option for playing smart bar and also hardware pattern customization, which I will be getting into, so that's pretty cool. Now let's get to the other stuff now. With any Oreo ROM you will get a few options which is basic. You have all of these options in here. Works out really well. One thing which I do want to mention in this ROM about the VLT status is that VLT does work out. When I had this ROM installed and flashed and using the ROM at the first, maybe in the first day, VLT was working very fine. I didn't really have any issues with VLT, but for some reason afterward I was not getting VLT in the same places as I used to get it. I'm not really sure if that the ROM is to blame or just my carrier, because if you are someone who's using Geo, well, Geo hasn't been having very good luck lately. Signal drops a lot. Not really sure, but VLT does work out. I had used VLT previously, so that's one thing. In the display options, it doesn't have the stupid carrier label on the status bar thing. You can enable ambient display from here. Front size and display size can be customized from here. It also has the smallest width customization inside the display, so I normally keep it at 400, and that has been working out really well. Sound options, normal stuff which you would find in any other ROM. Now, extra stuff is inside personalizations options. So first one is status bar option. In the status bar kind of items, you do have first of all items which you can customize. So you can see there is VLT icon also. Brightness control, notification selector, ADB notification, network traffic indicator is available, and you can customize the threshold when it is shown or not. So that is also available. Quick setting panel, you do have brightness icons, brightness slider controls, no quick settings when secured. Quick pull down, smart pull down is available, which I really like. Quick rows and portrait mode is customized. You can customize that. The small quick setting tile is not customizable, so I have kept the bigger tile section to 6 to match it up, so that's one thing. Now in the other option there is button option, and this is mainly the difference between 26 version and 24 version. It does already have volume rockers, but I will get into volume rocker situation. So I have volume rocker orientation, playback control is available, media control is available, keyboard cursor control is available, something which I have been sorely missing in any other Oreo ROM. I'm really glad this one has it. It's really cool. Volume key answer is also available, and you can disable hardware keys. You can customize the backlight, enable backlight, just disable backlight, enable backlight. You can do a lot of things with this. Button touch is available, and also accidental touch has been added in the 26 version, was missing in 24 version. Now with DUI you get the full bevy of settings. You have a lot of things which you can customize. It's working really well. I haven't had any issues with this particular option of this ROM. Now previously in 24 version you only had option to customize home button and menu button. It was only long press and double tap. No single tap option was customizable, and this ROM sorely lacks the swap button configuration or swap button option, where you can change the back button and home button. Some of us like it that way. I use the stock OnePlus way of button configuration. I call the other one the Samsung configuration. This ROM ships with Samsung configuration, so I didn't really like that. The way I got around it is by installing Button Remapper, and that one has an option to swap the button, so I was using that previously. But with the UI you get this option inbuilt, so you can customize that. Now navigation button, so you have Flink settings and smart bar options, you can customize that. It also has pulse. I personally do not use navigation bars, but if you are someone who uses it, well and good. USB gestures are available. You can double press the power button to jump to camera, so that is available. Status bar options are available. Double tapping the status bar. Lock screen double tap is also available. Pocket detection is available. You can customize that. One thing which I did notice is that the lock screen double tap to sleep option has to be done on the top third end, so it does say that. Keep that in mind because well, stuff. And the lock screen options, you do have weather, and it is one of the first time which I got the weather options working in an Oreo ROM. I'm really happy with that. You can customize that. It is OmniJaw, so you can customize that. You can have custom kernels or custom icons for that. You can get Cronus icons and just works. It just works. I'm really happy about that. Fingerprint authentication vibration is available. Media cover art and lasting charging info can be had from the lock screen. Also, I would have liked to have the fingerprint FP unlock option, but sadly the Kernel Extended is the only ROM which I've seen on Oreo which offers that. I would really like that to be ported to other ROMs also. Power menu options, you can customize what all stuff appears in the power menu. Simple stuff. Recent menu app, you have clear all button, which is amazing. I really like that. Notification options, you do have heads up display. You can customize the timeout and snooze timer, which I really like. I really want that in any ROM which offers a heads up display. Cardinal, you are to shame for that. Battery charging light is available, and for the first time it is round rather than square, so that's pretty cool. Notification light, toast type icon can be enabled. In-call vibration options, miscellaneous options. Now here is a few extra stuff. It does have wake clock blocker. If you are someone who has been using wake clock blocker from USB based ROMs or Lineage based ROMs like Resurrection Remix, you will be really happy with that. It does have alarm blocker and wake clock blocker. You can customize that. App ops is also available, which is amazing. You can customize everything. So keep awake option, you can disable that, and it will never keep awake your device, and you will save a lot of battery life with that. It also has MTP instead of charging. If you are connecting USB driver, well, it will go straight to MTP. Wake up on charge, show CPU info, all of that is available. In device features, there is vibrator strength. You can customize that. You can do stuff with that if you are someone who is familiar with it. Off-screen gestures are also available, which it does work out. There is no issues with that. Tap to wake, proximity check is also available, which is great to save a little bit of battery life. Slider options are also available. These are the options which are available right now, and slider does work out. I'm really happy with that. Does work out. sRGB mode is available, and also wide color gamut. I'm not really sure what both of these does differently, but both of them are available, and that does change a little bit of colors. I don't have the equipment to measure the Delta E version of the colors, but hey, it's there. High brightness mode is also available if you are someone who wants to take it outside. Always on display is available, so you can see it does work out really well. And that much is it in the extra features available in the ROM. And as you can see, it is a mouthful, it is a handful. There are a lot of features to cover in this ROM, and I really do like that. It's almost as the same level of features with which Validas has been offering, and I really like that. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for features. Now comes the battery life. The battery life has been kind of meh for me. I mean, it's not bad. It's really not bad. I have been getting about 14 to 15% of active drain. The idle drain was a little bit higher at about 1.6 to 1.7% of idle drain, which is not good. It's not ideal, but I can live with that. It's not a huge amount of battery drain that I have to switch ROMs or anything. I don't mind that. It's been really cool. But in the grand scheme of this, it's an average battery life. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Now comes the performance aspect. The performance is pretty good. The first time I ran this, I had a force close issue, and I had some issues with the permission manager. which was kind of sad. But the score was pretty low at about 129,000 and something like that. I rerun this a few times, and consistently I've been getting a higher score, more than 132,000, and it's been pretty good. The average score was about 134,327. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 because it is still average in the grand scheme of things. Now the stability of the ROM. The stability of the ROM, it's Oreo, so you do need to understand that. You need to keep that in mind. Oreo ROMs are inherently not yet stable enough to be a daily driver for the most part, but I do like the stability on this ROM. It does work out really well. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I would have given it higher, but the force close issues are still there. I did have force close issue when setting permission on one ROM or one option there, so that still sinks. So yeah, 6 out of 10 it is. Now the camera. The camera is the stock AOSP camera, which honestly I hope they don't use this anymore. There are Lineage cameras, there are Google cameras, there is basic Google camera available which you can use. I think you should have gone with that rather than this one. It works. It works as a basic camera, but I just wish people would stop using this camera because I don't really like this camera because it doesn't have anything. It doesn't have panorama. It doesn't have multiple resolutions. It doesn't have anything. I don't really like this. I'm gonna give it a 5.5 because 5 I think is a little bit lower for what it is, but hey, 5.5 it is. Now the aesthetics of the ROM. It does have OMS support, but it doesn't have the pixel color scheme which was available in other Oreo ROMs, which was kind of a bummer for me. I don't like the green option which comes with Nougat or Oreo. I just don't like it. But this one doesn't. This one does have OMS. You can customize the themes with a theme which you want. Ethereum and Pitch Black are themes which are available. You can customize that. Should work out really well. So you can see dynamic overlay and root. If you have root, well, that's pretty good. So for the aesthetics, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 because it does have OMS, but it does not have color changing option, which I think all ROMs should have right now. Now we head on to the overall experience, and here is a few of the things which I noticed. There are a few things which I noticed with the volume rocker thing. For the overall experience, I want to say that this is an amazingly good ROM. You will probably have great fun with it. It works out really well, and all the customization features, it's amazing. All of these make sense to me, and this is the reason I go for a custom ROM rather than an Oreo based stock ROM. So what I did notice is in the button option, in the volume rocker option, whenever I have my Bluetooth audio connected or my Bluetooth device connected, this one does not work. The volume media controls does not work, and even the controls on my Bluetooth headphone does not work. Tested it with other ROMs on the same device, but I'm not really sure what that has to do with this ROM. To the contrary, volume key cursor control does work even if I am playing audio in the background, so that is something there. I'm not really sure what happened there, or what is blocking it out. That has been an issue for me. Also, the inability to swap the navigation hardware buttons is a sore point, because I mean, a lot of people choose or have preference one or the other. I think it would have been given that the one should have been swappable. In the other ROMs, it's available in the slider control option. This one does not have a slider control option, so that's something which is missing, or that's something which I would have liked to have. Apart from that, it has been amazing time with this ROM. I have really liked it. I would have given it a higher score, but for now it has to settle for 7 out of 10 for overall experience. Now the boot animation. Let's go through the boot animation, which I think is probably the coolest boot animation on any Oreo ROM right now, which isn't much though. Here is the boot animation for NitrogenOS, and I just really like multi-level, simple, smooth boot animation, and hey, this doesn't get any more multi-level and smooth than this, so I really like it. Now this has been another option which I had. I have quick unlock enabled, and whenever I have quick unlock enabled, this thing happens quite more time than I'm proud of. It's really annoying. It just takes so much more time than just to have it with a tick mark. So yeah, don't use quick unlock. It's faulty in Oreo. I've had this issue with Validus ROM also, so just so you guys know. So yeah guys, that is it about the ROM. Then the final score is going to be 6.284974093, because we never get a round figure out here, except for that one time when it got a perfect 7. Well, that is how things goes. I'm gonna give it a 6.3 for a final score out of 10, and it's not a bad score, honestly, because in the realm of Oreo ROMs, it's only getting better. It's getting to a point where it's getting to be a better daily driver than it was previously in its initial iteration. So I'm really happy about that. Now, for some reason, this ROM's forum post on XDA was closed on OP's request. I only hope it's for the good and there will be an official release for this device soon enough, but I just wanted to tell you guys this is what you can expect. Wait for the official release, but this is what you can look forward to. But if you have that itch to flash the latest and greatest, well, go ahead. I will link in the description to their Google Plus page and also the download SourceForge link, and that should work out really well if you want to do that. But again, a big disclaimer, you are responsible for using it on your own. I don't take any responsibility. You don't get to blame responsibility on Team Nitrogen. So yeah, that's something which you need to keep in mind. So yeah, I guess that much is it about the ROMs, and hope you guys like the video. Please share, subscribe, and like the video if you found it useful. See you guys next time. Bye.